Hello everybody, Nigel here with you, Nigel's Modelling Bench. Welcome back, and here we are now with part 39, I think it is, and we're looking at pack 52 of this beauty. This is the DeAgostini Ferrari 330 P4 in 1/8 scale. What a beautiful model it is. So, as usual, we'll have a look in the magazine. You've got all your contact details down here. If you look down in the link in the description below the video, you'll see there's a link there where you can go and click and go and have a look and see if you want to get one of these and build it along with me. I'm really pleased with this model. Out of all the part works I've done, including the poker builds and that, this is by far my favourite. This is absolutely lovely, and really look forward to I look forward to the packs appearing, because it's always just such an interesting little build. So here we are. We've got Ferrari's first steps in the Can American. There we go. Above a design drawing of the Ferrari 350 Can-Am. Note the low windshield, the absence of a roof, the flat rear hood, and the air engine's intakes over the engine's intake trumpets. Okay, so there we go. There's that one there. There's a couple going on the track. And then here we're back with the Ferrari 355/348. Right, this is the Stradale competition version, I'm guessing. There we go. Sliding windows in the side. Great. There's a model posing with them. So, okay then, pack 52. Here we have the parts. So we've got a nice little plastic tray once again of parts. So we'll get that one out, put that over there, and then this plastic tray can go through recycling. And tip all those parts out. I do tend to keep these plastic trays if they're large and flat, because they're handy for other projects. So basically we've got 2 reels of wire, we've got 4 stands. I think these are stands that the car is going to basically stand on when it's built. And then here we've got a little circuit board. Yeah, we've got a circuit board and some wire, and then we've got a couple of screws there as well. So what are we doing here? Okay, so retrieve the wiring marked with the letter G from the LED light 51C. That's this one here. This is from our last part. Insert the plug into the free socket on the circuit board marked with the same letter G. So this is going to go into here like so. Okay, so that's that done. Now this one here, I want to tidy this wire up a bit, because it's kind of annoying having it all trailing around like this. So what we'll do is fold that one back like that. We'll have it like that. And we're going to grab a piece of masking tape, and I'm going to wrap that around here, just like so. There we go. Okay, so we've got G here and we've got H here. So now what we're going to do is take the car and insert the plugs of wiring 51C and 52 marked respectively the letters G and H into the control unit marked with the letters G and H. So that's that bit there. So I'm going to take the car. That confounded bloody thing off the top of the radiator is gone again. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put that piece in my spares box, because it is bloody annoying. Every time you touch it, it falls off. I'm sure when we come to fit the body, it will hold it on. So this is G. So we've got, down in here, we've got 2 spare connectors, G and H. So this is G. That one's going to go into there. Make sure you get the right way round. The wires have they're sort of, the connectors are off to one side. Just push that down in there. And then this one here, again, we're going to tidy it up, just like they have in the magazine. So we've got H coming off there. So they've left us nowhere to put the bloody tape around. So that can go around there like that. And pull around there. There we go. Right. And then that one can go into there. Just like so. There we are. Right. So that's those two connected. Now separate the wiring connected to the control unit into 3 separate groups as shown. Place them in the rectangular notches along the sides, along the edges of the right hand tank. So we've got 1 notch there, 1 notch there and 1 notch there. So take care, follow the layout shown below and as in the photo. So wiring A, B and G. So this is A. G I've just connected, haven't I? G is the one with the circuit board on it, so that one's going to go like that. Which one's B? Where 4 out are B? Easier to look on here, isn't it? B, there we go. B is that one there. So A, B and G are going in through there. So that one's got to go in through there like that. Okay. So we can pull that one through. It's going to be fun making these stay in place, isn't it? I'll tell you guys, I'm going to do this off camera because it's not the most interesting of footage, is it? I'll just do one. Putting all these so they go inside the car purely for tidiness. Okay, so that's going to go into there like that. That's going to go like that. So those 3 are going into that slot there. Okay. They're all, I think they're all far too long probably, but better too long than too short. So we're doing those 3 in there, and then we're going to do 3 back here. Sorry, 4 here and 4 out of the front there. Okay, so back in a bit. Okay, so as you can see, we've got the wires grouped up there. So we've got 3 there, 4 there and 4 there. And as you can see, I've taken them up just to make it easier to keep them together. It's also worth noting that that wire there is going to get trapped. That speaker wire, so we'll make sure that's out of the way. I'll put some tape around them just to keep them together in groups. So now we've got to fit this upper tank cover and make sure that when we put this on, that we don't put any wires in the way of those. Now that's a bit daft, isn't it? They've put a screw hole right where that wire needs to, where those wires need to go. So what we'll do is we'll keep those pushed to one side. So we'll put this cover on, making sure these wires stay in their slots. Okay. So the beauty of it, this piece, I'll take it off again just to show you. We should have fitted that after this. It's got these long legs, so you've got no risk of pinching the wires unless you get a wire underneath the leg. So as long as you keep the, like with this is the real danger here, is this one here. Keep the wires pushed over to one side. Make sure that post sits down next to the wires, not on top of them. And then just squeeze it past there. Make sure they're in there, make sure they're in there. And then just push this cover down. I think that's it. And then we're going to basically turn it over. Okay. And we're going to put 3 screws. I've knocked that bloody screw off the end of the screwdriver. Look. We're going to put 3 screws in here. Oh, go in the hole. Go on. Right. Now I am going to tighten these up because they're, in fact no I won't, I'll put all 3 in first in case it's shifted. I'll proper butterfingers today, all fingers and thumbs. Right, put that one in there. Make sure it's actually holding it down. These screws are really tight for plastic screws actually, I can't believe it. Okay, And then finally we'll put the third one into here. Right. Okay, so that's our fuel tank cover down, and our wires are in there. Make sure they're not pinched. They're not. So that's all good. So there we are. So that's that done. Right, so now you notice I put the batteries back in before I started filming this. So what we can do now, we've got all these wires grouped up. So what we can do now is do some testing. So we put the same as they've got it in the magazine. Retrieve the front tank support 51B and place it on the right tank top cover 47A. So that's this one here. Secure it to the lower frame 30A and tank frame with 2 AM screws. So we've got the AM screw bag here. I should have opened this before I put the camera on. Bloody things. If you're watching DeAgostini, I've said this a million times, why don't you, with one magazine, give us a big bag of screws? Instead of having to do all these little individual things all the time. Right, so this is going to go onto here, same as it is on that side. You can see it's got a bit of a dog leg here, so we're going to do this end first, and that'll stop it wanting to twist. Oops, it's at the top of those lights, that's not a good idea, is it? Okay, and then we'll turn the model around. It's so much easier to manage than the Mustang. It's so much lighter and so much smaller. Okay, so we've got to now get a screw into there. That's going to be fun. Yeah, this is awkward. So there we go. So that's that one in, and then we'll tighten this one up as well. Okay, so that's our frames all together. Okay, so that's that. So now we are going into testing mode. Right, so insert the batteries in the battery compartment and in the remote control. Set the wiring switch marked lettered A to on. So we're going to put this switch to the on position. Perform the following checks. See the key to buttons in issue 50. First, press the lights button. You'll see the LEDs for the wiring marked with letters C, D, E and F and I light up. So first we're going to do is switch it on, and then we're going to press the lights button. Okay, so we have here we have, so what do we want? We want C, D, E, F and I. So here's F, there's I, so F and I are illuminated, as are E. So C, D, E, F, I. So there's E, F, I there illuminated, and then as well as the LEDs for wiring 50cc marked with letter G. So we've got G, so this one here should be C and D. So that's D, and this one is C. Okay, so we've got C and D there, we've got G there, and then we've got E, F and I there. Okay. Keep the lights function active and press the high beam lights button. The LEDs on wiring 52B marked with the letter H, photo B, will light up. Okay, so then we're going to do that. So that's H, so they're going to light up. They're the ones we just connected, aren't we? Okay. Then with the previous button still pressed, press the brake lights button. You will see the intensity of the LED lights on the wiring marked by the letters C and D increase. So we're going to press the brake, which is that one there. There's our brake lights. You can see them. If you concentrate there, if I hold that one up, you can see it getting brighter as I press the button. Okay, so that's all good. When you finish checking, turn the switch to off, remove the batteries from the battery compartment and the remote control. Right, so we're going to turn that switch off, okay, and then we can turn the model over, and once again we can remove the batteries, but I can do that off camera, can't I? Okay, so coming over the page, they're showing us here we've got a wiring diagram, okay, which is an absolutely brilliant idea. So you've got your model there, you've got your wiring diagram, there's the engine there, we don't have the engine attached yet. So there's the final results. So we've got all our wires there, nice and tidy. So we'll get the batteries out and then we'll move on to pack 53. So I'll see you all back for part 40 and that will be that. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.